Hello guys, how are you? I hope you're fine. So our today's class is about past simple, reflexive pronouns, the difference between to, so, to, many, and much. Alright? So are you ready? Let's start. So let's start by talking about so, okay? So we use with adjectives and adverb to emphasize idea, okay? So it's similar to the meaning of very, but so is stronger than very, okay? So we use it to add an extra information, to emphasize some information, alright? Let's see the examples. She is so fast. It means that she is really fast, okay? It's not only fast, she is so fast, alright? So I am adding emphasis about the fact that she is fast, okay? Let's see the other sentences. That car is so dirty. Her outfit is so lovely. It was so good to talk to you today. That's so cool, alright? Okay, now let's read the sentences together. I read and you read after me. She is so fast. So it means that she is really fast. That car is so dirty. Her outfit is so lovely. It was so good to talk to you today. That's so cool. Alright, so here, dirty is the opposite of clean, okay? So if your car is dirty, it's because it's not clean, okay? And outfit is the clothes that you wear. So for example, if you are wearing pants and t-shirt and sneakers, so this is your outfit, okay? It's your clothes style, right? So let's continue. Now let's see to, okay? So and to in Portuguese, they are like, we use the same word to express the ideas of so and to. But so is to emphasize an extra information, and to is to show that something is more than necessary, okay? So I have like a lot, but in a bad sense, like to, okay? So let's see. I also use with adjectives and adverbs, okay? It's too hot here. So if you live in Rio de Janeiro and it's summer, you know that it's too hot in Rio de Janeiro. So I'm not feeling well because it's too hot, all right? So I am sick because it's too hot. She is too fat. So I am worried because she's fat. Maybe she's sick, all right? Don't stay out too late. You have to get up early tomorrow, all right? I also can use too much and too many to express the same idea of something that is more than necessary, but to talk about quantity, all right? So I ate too much, all right? So ate is the verb to eat in the past, okay? So yesterday, the day before today, I ate. So I ate too much. I ate more than necessary, all right? There is too much sugar in my coffee. I can't drink my coffee because there is too much sugar in it. There are too many people here, okay? So there are more people than we can have in the classroom. There are too many people here in the classroom. Now, let's read the sentences together. It's too hot here. She is too fat. Don't stay out too late. You have to get up early tomorrow. I ate too much. There is too much sugar in my coffee. There are too many people here. All right? So now, let's continue, okay? Now let's see the past simple. So today we are learning how to express ideas events, and things that happen in the past, things that happened before now, okay? So, we use the past simple to express events in the past. We usually use expressions like last, ago, or yesterday to indicate when the action, situation, or event happened in the past, okay? So, last, okay? We learn next when we talk about the future. I say, next week I'm going to travel. If I'm talking about the past, so last week, the week before the week we are now, okay? Ago, so it expresses sometime before now too, all right? So, for example, imagine that we are in February, so 2 months ago, it was in December, November. So if I traveled 2 months ago, so 2 months before now, okay? And yesterday is the day before now too. So these I use to express ideas in the past. Let's see how the action, how the verbs are in the past. I liked the dinner very much. Thanks for inviting us. You're welcome. So here, liked, I liked. So to like, you remember this action, right? To like. This liked is the verb to like in the past, okay? I liked the dinner very much. Thanks for inviting us. You're welcome. Okay, so here the verb liked. Okay, so we studied the verb to like. I like, you like, he likes. Okay, do you remember? All right, so this form of the verb like is to express the ideas in the past. Okay, so I liked the dinner. I ate the dinner and I liked it. Okay, it's a past event. So let's read the sentence together. I liked the dinner very much. Thanks for inviting us. You're welcome. All right, now let's see the form of the verbs in the past, okay? So next one. In affirmative sentences, we use the verbs, the actions, in a different way to express it in the past. Like we saw, the verb to like becomes the verb liked, okay? So I have regular verbs and irregular verbs. The regular verbs is like the verb to like that I have liked. So I add ed to the verb and I have the idea of the verb in the past, okay? Some verbs like to study and to cry, I have to cut off the y, the letter y, and add ied, okay? And I have irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, I don't add only ed or ied to the verb. I have to change the verb completely, okay? So to eat becomes ate, all right? Let's read all the verbs and then we will see some sentences using them, okay? So let's read together. To like, liked. To work, worked. To need, needed. To want, wanted. To stay, stayed. To play, played. To travel, traveled. To study, studied. To cry, cried. Okay? So pay attention in the pronunciation of the verbs with ed in the end, okay? In the past form. Let's read again. To like, liked. To work, worked. To need, needed. To want, wanted. To stay, stayed. To play, played. To travel, traveled. To study, studied. To cry, cried. Now let's read the irregular verbs. To eat, ate. To drink, drank. To go, went. To buy, bought. To sell, sold. To tell, told. To feel, felt. To read, read. To write, wrote. To send, sent. To know, knew. To do, did. To make, made. To have, had. Alright? So, guys, pay attention to read, okay, this verb, because we write the same way, but we speak in a different way when it is in the past, okay? So, I read the newspaper every day, so I'm talking about the present. I read the newspaper yesterday morning, okay? So, I'm talking about the past. So, only the pronunciation change, okay? Now, let's read the irregular verbs again. To eat, ate. To drink, drank. To go, went. To buy, bought. To sell, sold. To tell, told. To feel, felt. To read, read. To write, wrote. To send, sent. To know, knew. To do, did. To make, made. To have, had. Now let's see some examples, okay? Some sentences. Next one. Examples. The food, I will read everything, okay? Pay attention in the sentences, try to understand them, and then we read together, okay? The food was delicious. I ate everything. I loved the concert last night. I read an amazing book last month. Last weekend, I went to the beach. Me too. I sent an email to the new partner yesterday. Why? They wrote the paper together. I worked a lot last week. Now I want to rest. We watched the new Spider-Man movie last night. It's a good movie, but I prefer the old one. I visited my grandparents last Christmas. I always travel to my hometown in December. She stayed on bed all day long last Sunday. Okay? Now, let's read the sentences together. The food was delicious. I ate everything. I loved the concert last night. I read an amazing book last month. Last weekend, I went to the beach. Me too. I sent the email to the new partner yesterday. Why? They wrote the paper together. I worked a lot last week. Now I want to rest. We watched the new Spider-Man movie last night. It's a good movie, but I prefer the old one. I visited my grandparents last Christmas. I always travel to my hometown in December. She stayed on bed all day long last Sunday. Now let's see the reflexive pronouns, okay? So these pronouns, they show an action that someone did to him or herself, okay? Let's read together. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. He cut himself with the knife. So he did it to him, okay? To himself in this case. I drive to work by myself. It's the same that I say I drive to work alone. I drive to work without help, without company, all right? She lives by herself is the same to say she lives alone. She doesn't have anyone, so she lives by herself, all right? The kids have to make their beds by themselves. They are already 11 years old. Now, let's read the sentences together. He cut himself with the knife. I drive to work by myself. She lives by herself. She lives alone. I did the cleaning by myself. The kids have to make their beds by themselves. So they are already 11 years old. Guys, that's it. Try to practice the past, okay? Write sentences using all the verbs that we studied. And next class we will learn the negative and interrogative forms with the past, okay? See you guys. Bye-bye.